Good morning. If you're looking for some foolproof ways to get a healthy kickstart on your day, this video is it. We're going to make some tasty Mediterranean diet breakfasts that you can whip together every day of the week, whether you're trying to improve your heart health, manage your weight, control cholesterol, or even help with diabetes. These easy to make options can really make a difference. And spoiler alert, I am not going to lead the video with a recipe for shakshuka. Everybody seems to think this is the quintessential Mediterranean breakfast. And I agree, it's a showstopper for weekends and company, but it's not what most people have for breakfast every day here in the Med. And I think that's what you're looking to get some help with. So pull up a chair, grab a cup, and join me in my Mediterranean kitchen. But before I share a whole bunch of healthy breakfast ideas, I want to answer a question I get asked about a lot. What makes a meal Mediterranean? Does it have to originate in the Mediterranean in order to be authentic? Well, I have a pretty simple point of view. When we talk about the Mediterranean diet, we're talking about the way people eat in countries like Greece, Italy, and here in Spain where I live. The diet is about keeping things simple and creating healthy balance using fresh whole foods. Does a dish or ingredient have to come from the Mediterranean in order to make it part of the Mediterranean diet? Nope, it just has to follow the same healthy basics. So having overnight oats or smoothies for breakfast can be just as legit as that traditional Moroccan shakshuka or a fluffy Italian frittata filled with veggies. If you want to keep things balanced and stay on track, here's a quick reminder of the main ideas of the Mediterranean diet. Eat lots of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. Make sure to get in plenty of fish every week. Eat very small and very few servings of red meat, and that means trading big plates of breakfast sausage or bacon every morning for some thin, delicate slices of cured hams like Italian prosciutto or Spanish serrano. And avoid highly processed packaged stuff loaded with refined sugars and salt. And if you're interested in an even deeper dive about the diet and how to get started eating the Mediterranean way every day, you can always check out my brand new book, Everyday Mediterranean. It's a 30-day kickstart plan, including 30 days of breakfast, lunches, dinners, and snacks, plus a whole bunch of tools to help you stay on track. Breakfast is important because it sets you up for the day. So just remember you need to get in 3 keys of the Mediterranean diet: protein, fiber, and healthy fats, because together they help keep you energized and feeling really full till lunchtime. Protein gives you the energy you need to power through the morning. In the Mediterranean diet, you can get protein from foods like eggs, beans, Greek yogurt, and cheese. For example, Greek yogurt or kefir are not only really high in protein, but they're also great for your gut because they have probiotics. Or try starting the day with some eggs, boiled, fried, even an herb-infused omelet. Fiber helps with digestion and keeps you feeling fuller longer, making it a whole lot easier to manage your weight. Whole grains like whole grain toast and oats, and fresh fruit like apples, bananas, berries, and figs are great sources of fiber. And if you meal prep some quinoa, it's a terrific base for a fast breakfast bowl that's full of both protein and fiber. Healthy fats are essential to a well-balanced diet too. Extra virgin olive oil, one of the healthiest fats you can include in your diet, is a Mediterranean staple. Avocados are another healthy fat that you can add to just about any meal to make it healthier and tastier. Whether you're in the mood for savory or sweet, there are so many healthy options to choose from that you're bound to find one that suits your mood. For a savory breakfast that keeps you feeling full until lunch, go for toast topped with feta, tomatoes, fresh basil, pine nuts, and a drizzle of olive oil. But when you're in the mood for something sweet, it's still important to follow those Mediterranean diet principles if you don't want to start your day with a blood sugar spike. The key is to pair your sweet things with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. So things like crunchy whole grain toast smeared with ricotta cheese and topped with arugula, fresh figs, walnut, and a drizzle of honey and balsamic vinegar. A creamy bowl of fresh Greek yogurt with fresh berries, a sprinkle of nuts, and another drizzle of honey gives you plenty of sweetness without a big sugar rush. Sorry, Krispy Kreme. Let's tackle the 2 biggest challenges to starting your day with a healthy breakfast. Number 1, not having healthy ingredients at the ready. Number 2, not having enough time to fix something. But when you're following the Mediterranean diet, it's pretty easy to solve them both. Keep your pantry and fridge stocked with healthy ingredients. And if you want to level it up a little bit beyond the basics, a tiny bit of meal prep can be a lifesaver too. My fridge is always filled with at least a few of these little essentials, as I call them. Almond butter. Make your own almond butter to spread on toast or pair with fruit. Hummus. Prepare a quick Mediterranean dip to slather on toast and serve with veggies. Whipped feta cheese. This savory spread is great for toast or to pair with eggs. Hard-boiled eggs. Boil a few eggs at the beginning of the week and you'll have an easy grab-and-go protein option for busy mornings. And if you want to add them to your morning routine, I've already published videos for each one of these mini meal prep ideas that you can find from the links in the description below or in the recipes in the PDF. Depending on how much time you have in the morning, you can still squeeze in a healthy Mediterranean breakfast. Let's look at some options based on how many precious morning minutes you can spare. If you're in a hurry, don't worry. Just plan ahead with overnight oats, boiled eggs, and make the most of last night's leftovers piled onto a piece of crusty whole grain toast. Even a grab-and-go container of unflavored yogurt, a protein with healthy probiotics, a handful of walnuts, a great source of omega-3 healthy fats, and a juicy crisp apple can get you started. If you've got a little bit more time, you can whip up something healthy in a matter of minutes. A smoothie loaded with berries, bananas, zucchini, and almond milk. Or a really lovely, luscious bowl of yogurt, fresh fruit, some nuts and seeds, a little bit of muesli, and a drizzle of honey. Or a simple veggie-packed single-egg skinny omelet. Or my Mick version of a McMuffin that I call a Med Muffin. Whole wheat toast barely brushed with extra virgin olive oil, a fried egg, and razor-thin slices of prosciutto ham with a dusting of Parmesan cheese. But here's my hands-down favorite way to play in the kitchen and pull together great Mediterranean diet breakfasts. I simply call them toast treats. Each one is entirely up to your imagination what you have on hand, because it's as simple as topping whole grain toast with all sorts of things from the fridge or the pantry to create fun, healthy flavor combinations in just 5 minutes. Just make sure you're covered for those 3 keys: protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Whole grain toast, ricotta, arugula, figs, walnuts, honey, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil. Whole grain toast, feta, tomatoes, basil, pine nuts, salt and pepper, olive oil, and a little balsamic vinegar. Whole grain toast, pesto white beans, parmesan, pine nuts, prosciutto, and watercress. And you can download the PDF to remind yourself of these ideas and use the ingredient list to spark your own creations. I said I wasn't going to start with shakshuka. I didn't say I wouldn't end with it. On weekends or when you have more time or more company, you can get creative and serve up the spectacular way to start the day with gently poached eggs in a spicy, rich pool of tomato sauce. Or enjoy some of those other Mediterranean classics like a veggie-packed Italian frittata or a potato and egg-packed Spanish tortilla española. Now that we've covered the most important things to eat for a healthy breakfast, let's flip it around and take a look at 4 things that can turn into really unhealthy breakfast habits. Number 1, skipping breakfast. Please don't. Skipping breakfast can slow your metabolism and lead to overeating later on. But when you start with a balanced breakfast, you'll have energy all morning and be a lot less inclined to fill in mid-morning hunger pangs with sugary snacks. Number 2, highly processed cereals, pastries, and convenience foods. If you want to avoid blood sugar spikes, stay away from cereals and pastries loaded with added sugars and refined grains. A pet peeve of mine? Candy bars masquerading as healthy breakfast bars, or instant oatmeal single serving packs that contain all kinds of sugar. But now you know how good a fast breakfast can be. You don't have to reach for one of these things when you're in a hurry. Fat-free or low-fat dairy. Fat-free dairy can be misleading because it's often full of added sugars to offset removing that luscious taste of full fat. So please read the label and skip the flavored jam on the bottom yogurts. You don't want some big brand marketing plan to derail your very own plan. It is so easy to get addicted to having dessert for breakfast, disguised as morning coffee. Some of the most popular concoctions are absolutely loaded with calories, and usually that means a whole bunch of sugar and saturated fat. But I know you're not going to fall for that stuff because whether you're short on time or have a little extra to spare, now you know the Mediterranean diet has plenty of completely delicious, healthy breakfast options to help you start every day in a healthy way. Thanks for watching. See you soon.